The challenge we face is how to not be challenged, or how to not feel challenged. That's it. That's as simple as we can put it. The challenge you face in every certain circumstance that is triggering you is how to keep cool. It's how to maintain your calm. And that is so easily said, and it's so hard to achieve. I've worked so hard at it, and yet sometimes I feel like I completely lose it entirely. And there's no, I go back to first floor, I go back to ground zero. Why is that? That's perhaps the hardest thing we gotta work on, and that's perhaps the most difficult thing to achieve as you're developing any task that is going to trigger you, anything in life that is going to push your limits, whether it's physical abilities, mental capacity, or it has to do with your ability to maintain relationships with other people who are going through their own shit show, and they're going to treat you a certain way, and that the things they say, the way they act, the number of times they cancel on you, all these things are going to affect your mental well-being. And it's less about what happens around, it's less about what people do to you, it's less about what people say, and less about what is happening to you, and more about how you react to it. So it's less about the action you experience, more about the reaction that you create. Notice I use the word create. This is your creation. Your entire existence, your entire reality is your creation. It's a choice. And I know that the word choice may not seem right, because in the moment of reaction, you're not sitting around and thinking about, well, do I choose to say this or that? You react, and before you know it, what's said is already said, what's done is already done, and now you're in a position of having to fix what you already destroyed. However, what I'm trying to get at is that subconsciously, part of our psyche is allowing us to react this way. And the more you create that awareness, that connection from the mind to the body to the soul, from the soul to the body to the mind, and in any other way, the more you become in absolute bliss, the more you become present in this absolute moment. And the ability to experience life, experience all of the ups and downs, and not feel threatened, not feel the reactions, not say the things that are regretful. That's perhaps the toughest thing you need to achieve. That's perhaps the toughest thing you need to work towards. And perhaps what makes that a difficult thing to achieve is that there is no preparation. The preparation is your being. The preparation is the fact that you exist, you breathe, you are here. The preparation is your existence, is your exposure to the chaos. You cannot practice that calmness, that state of blissfulness, by sitting in your room in complete meditation and complete peace. You cannot practice it just hanging out at the beach or being on vacation. Life is not the vacation. And vice versa, you perhaps shouldn't be creating more dramatically demanding experiences for yourself either, but allowing life to form itself, to shape itself. Life will challenge you, and all you have to do is live it. All you have to do is be. Those challenges do come up, will come up on their own. And that's the game we play. How do you respond in those moments? How do you respond in those moments where every cell in your body wants to collapse? Every piece of you is begging you to react. Every part of your brain wants you to be triggered. You feel the heartbeat go up. You feel the body temperature rise. How does one react in those ways? And perhaps you're asking, why is this even important? What if I choose to be that guy who's cool about my own road rage? I want to just honk and yell and give the middle finger to every driver that cuts me off, and that's who I am, and that's my authentic self, and I'm proud of myself. The reason why that is important, my friend, the reason why that should matter to you, the reason why that is not who you are meant to be, that's not your authentic self, is because those reactions, if done enough times in wrong situations, will impact your relationships. Those reactions will dictate which relationships you're going to miss, which quality friendships, quality romantic partners, quality business interactions you're going to miss out on. And perhaps you can live that entire experience of life, constantly getting rid of people in your life, constantly breaking connections, and call that authenticity. But I'm here to tell you that's a lie. That is not authenticity. Our existence in this world is pure. We ruin it as we enter this world. Our souls are pure. We are as pure as it gets. We do not come into this world to cuss each other out, to react to one another, to give each other headaches, to steal money from one another. We don't come here to create wars. We are a part of this entire experience of life. We are a part of this godly created experience. Wherever it is, we are a part with this universe, a part with this world. And that innocence of Mother Nature is within us. So it's too easy to justify behaviors that need to be retouched. It's too easy to justify them and put them under the umbrella of authenticity. You can use the word authenticity with just about anything. And the problem is, at some point you have to understand and recognize that you're just hiding your mistakes. I can use the word authenticity for not wanting to take a shower, right? That's who I'm meant to be as a human being. I'm meant to smell bad. I can use the word authenticity for not wanting to clean my apartment. I can use the word authenticity for literally everything else, for not paying the mortgage on time. But there are responsibilities in life. There are expectations that have to do with being able to survive in the society. The same way certain expectations have to do with your physical hygiene, there are other expectations that have to do with your mental hygiene. And that's the conversation I'm having with you today. The moment you react, the moment you hurt people, the moment you feel triggered and react in ways that is not beneficial for yourself or the people around you, you're causing harm. You are essentially disrespecting your own mental hygiene. That's what's going on. You are refusing to take that shower. You're refusing to clear the mind, clear the body. This entire journey is about cleaning oneself, cleaning the body, cleaning the mind, getting back to the purest version of the soul that entered this life in the most purified possible way. In order for you to maintain that, in order for you to be able to go back to that, you have to acknowledge these things. You have to acknowledge the need to be present in the bodysuit. You have to acknowledge the importance of not misinterpreting our flaws as authenticity. Get rid of that. Get rid of those lies that justify behaviors that need to be corrected, that need to be retouched. Thank you.